Hi, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School with another tips and tricks. And today's tips and tricks is on headsets and things that you can use on the water so you can listen to your music if you want to, if that's something you want to do. But my thing is I use my headsets for talking on the phone, for making phone calls, taking phone calls. I can get emergency situations such as weather, things like that through my phone. My phone can stay safe and dry, but my headset allows me to listen and make phone calls. Hands-free communication, that's what I like about the headsets, right? They're wireless, they work really, really great. I like the bone conduction, and the reason I like bone conduction, and I'm going to show you what I use. These are actually Aftershok's brand, or I believe they just changed their names to Shocks, but these are the open ear, and these are IP67 waterproof. They run about $130, but they work with iPhones and Android, so they work really well. But what I like about them, if you can see the bone conduction, they don't go over your ears, right? So they leave your ears open. They sit just in front of your ears. The bone conduction comes from sitting on your ear bone right here. I can't remember what bone that's called. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, it sits right on your bone right there, and that's how you are able to transmit your voice. It goes through that bone. It conducts through their bone, and you are able to hear, but it comes through that bone and funnels into your ear as well. So it works really, really well as for bone conduction. What it also means, that having that open ear means that you can hear other things going on around you, like boats, jet skis. You can still hear nature. You can still hear other people calling for help if they need to. Or you can hear when your buddy has a fish on and needs your help, right? Maybe you need to help net it or whatever, right? Or your buddy's catching a fish and you want to go over there and congratulate him. Open ear headphones such as these right here work extremely well for those kinds of situations. It also gives you a little safety because your ears are open. You can hear everything around you and still hear your music or your telephone call or whatever you're going to be listening to. And one of the greater things is that it's not disturbing anybody else on the water, right? We all like our own kind of music, but that doesn't necessarily mean we got to blare it for everybody else to hear, especially if you're in quiet night kind of nature waters. You don't really want to offend anybody if they're, if you're near a housing area or something like that. Nobody wants to have somebody come down and start complaining that your music is too loud on your kayak. So these work really well for that. And you don't forget these are right on your head the whole time. They're extremely comfortable to wear. They're lightweight. They stay on really well. They don't go anywhere when you shake your head, bend over, nothing. They stay right there in place. Again, these are the Aftershok's or Shocks brand. The open ear communication ones, they're $130 about. It also does really good sound. So if you are listening to music, it actually does really good sound. And some of these have bass boosts on them, so you can actually get a bass boost if you like that kind of thing. So that is kind of it. If you're going to wear headsets on the phone, on the kayak, to talk on the phone, to listen to music, try to get open ear ones in the bone conduction. They work extremely well in the water. Some of them are even waterproof, like these from Shocks are IP67 waterproof. And they even make some specifically just for MP3 players, things like that. So you can listen to your music, and they make swimming pairs, so swimmers can actually have these, and they're 100% waterproof, dive proof, submersible, everything else. These are just IP67 waterproof, which means they can stay, wet for a while, but you don't really want to keep them submerged. And on the kayak, we don't really have to worry about that. Even if you go overboard, even if your head goes under, since you're wearing your PFD, your head should be above water pretty quick. So just keep that in mind. Again, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School with another tips and tricks on headsets. I appreciate everyone watching. Please tune in every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central right here on the YouTube channel for more tips and tricks on kayaking, kayak fly fishing, and kayak fishing in general. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, tight lines and safe paddles.